Hi, this is Jeannie. Welcome back to Mimicraft, your home for all things creative and DIY on a budget. I make all the mistakes, so you don't have to. Please do all of the things that make me happy, and don't be surprised if you receive subliminal suggestions throughout the video. Now, on with today's project. We'll be making a tiered tray with tumbling tower blocks and other items, mostly from Dollar Tree. You'll need one of these wood rounds from Crafter's Square. Measures about 11.5 to 11.75 inches. You'll need 2 boxes of the dreaded two-tone tumbling tower blocks, the only ones available at Dollar Tree right now. Remove the twine and fill in the holes of the largest wood round with wood filler. I like to put tape on the back to keep the wood filler from squishing out the back. When it's completely dry, sand it smooth and flush with the surface. On the 8.5-inch round, remove the word. I used a heat gun so I could save the word. If you don't care about it, do whatever you need to do to get it off. I'll tell no one. Perform a twinectomy. We're not going to be using this side, but if the glue bothers you, it is wood glue, so put a little bit of water on it, and that will dissolve the glue. And as soon as the glue starts looking white, it'll easily scrape off. Give the glue side a good sand if you're so inclined. Fill in the hole with wood filler on this guy too. And when it's dry, sand it smooth. Remove all the extra stuff from the little 6.5-inch guy. Trace each wood round to make templates. Find the center of each of the templates by folding the circles into quarters, and then transfer the center to the front of the largest wood round and to the front and back of the other 2 wood rounds. Determine how many blocks you need for the largest round. It will probably be 58 or 59. I chose 58 because I didn't want 2 blocks of the same color next to each other. Measure how much extra space you end up with. I ended up with 1 full block width. Lay out half the blocks against a straight edge. Place a piece of tape 1/2 the distance of the space you measured. For me, that would be half of a block's width, and spread the blocks out evenly. Place a piece of masking tape over the length of the blocks to hold them in place. The edge closest to your straight edge will be the top. Do the same for the other half of the blocks. Do a dry fit of the taped blocks around your wood round, making sure that the tape is on the inside and that the straight edge is up. Make any necessary adjustments and, using wood glue, glue the blocks to the wood round. I'm using Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue. After about 20 minutes, lay a bead of glue on the inner seam and remove any excess glue. Do the same on the back. This should add a lot of strength. Next, you'll need either 9 of these giant Dollar Tree skewers or several pieces of dowel about 3/8 inch thick. Measure and cut 57 to 58 pieces of skewer/dowel, the length of an average block. I was able to get 15 per skewer. Glue the dowel pieces over the seams of the blocks on the outside. This will both hide the spaces and strengthen the block wall. It's much easier if you turn the project upside down and use the tabletop to keep the dowels even. I finally figured out it was easier to place the glue on the dowel pieces first. Don't forget to clean up excess glue with a damp paper towel. This is the number of wood blocks you'll need for the other 2 wood rounds. Use the same process for these next 2 wood rounds that you did on the first. It's a good idea to place something heavy in the middle of the wood round to keep it level while the blocks are drying. I forgot on the first one and it made it turn out a little bit uneven. Oops, that's not upside down. Much better. Well, it looks like I messed up the tape method on this one, so I just had to slap them on. Now to put these bad boys together, we're going to use flower pots. I got the teeny ones at Hobby Lobby and the bigger ones at Dollar Tree. I recommend a strong adhesive for this. I used hot glue for filming purposes. Glue the flower pots together as seen on screen. It's a good idea to make sure they're level. We're going to paint these to match the blocks. I mixed together Apple Barrel brand nutmeg, 5 parts, to Apple Barrel burnt umber, 1 part, and got a pretty good match. Made paper templates of both ends of these. On the large wood round, place the larger template in the center and lightly mark its position with the pencil. Place glue on the large end of your pedestal and press into position. When the glue has set, seal your project. I used Mod Podge in a matte finish. Use the larger template to mark your placement for the pedestal and the medium-sized round. Flip it over and use the small template to mark the center of the underneath side of that. You'll see why in a minute. Place glue on the top of your first pedestal. The markings you made on the underside of the medium-sized round to center it onto the pedestal. See how that works? These markings keep you honest. Place glue on the large side of the second pedestal and center it with the markings you made previously. Press down and hold firm. You know what to do now. Fortunately, you can sand clay, so even though I already painted this, I kept sanding it until my little level showed that it was level. Lastly, mark the top and bottom of your last tier with the smallest circle template. Place your glue and place your top. Place some of the brown paint around the rim of the remaining pillar. Place the pillar paint side down on some poster board. Now you have a perfect impression to cut a piece that fits the inside rim of the pillar. I used Aleene's tacky glue to glue it into place. Now paint it to match. I didn't like how much that showed, so I used a little bit of spackle to cover up that seam. I used an emery board to smooth it out when it was dry, and then repainted it as before. Much better. Don't forget to podge it. I consider this last piece optional, so I'm not going to glue it down. Here it is without the top pillar. And with the top pillar. Without. And with. I love how those flower pots turned out. Imagine how this would look in different colors. I might test that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please take a minute, if you haven't already, and hit that like button. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about this project. What other colors would you like to see this in? Maybe I'll do that next week. Until the next one, bye!